Hey everybody, welcome again to Henry Linsanity, my channel. So this is a Craftsman 700 series. It's 7 foot-pounds of gross torque. I don't know how many horsepower that is, but you know, it's kind of deceiving to make you think that it's 7 horsepower. I don't know if it is or not, but you know, it's a 22-inch cut. This is a nice mower. I've fixed one before and sold it for about $180 when I got it for $10. That was a good flip. I actually picked this up along with 2 other older ones. I don't know if I really want to go through the trouble of, you know, fixing these because, you know, it's old and I don't know, there's a lot of problems with it, I think. But anyway, my main purpose was to get this for $5. So anyway, carburetor was really clean, and I cleaned it anyway, but it was really clean, good shape. So when I tried to start it, the starter cord, it just kicked back. It kicked back really violently, and it hurt my hand. So a clear sign of that is usually the blade is not attached or loose, which I flipped it over and I tightened it. So after I tightened it, I tried to start it again. Again, it pulled out right out of my hand and, you know, spun around here. And then I checked the blade again and it was already loose again. So I actually used a torque wrench to put it back, 55 pounds of torque, and it just came loose again. So I'm thinking that the flywheel key is sheared. So I've never done that before, but I'm going to take off this cowling and try to pull the flywheel off and check the key. So the first thing I did was you disconnect the boot from the spark plug. What you don't want to do is be messing with your blades over here and spinning it while that's connected, because it could inadvertently start and you'll cut your arm off. So that's no fun. Anyway, so it's just 2 Phillips screws here. I loosened them. Save you from the burden of watching me loosen some screws. You always want to keep the screws in a box somewhere so that you don't lose them while you're taking things apart. This is another cover on the top that usually is on top of the housing for the air filter, and if you don't want to remove that housing, the air filter, you just want to check the flywheel, it's just 1 quick screw over here. Usually you'd probably have to remove the gas cap or the oil cap to get it off, but it looks like this one comes right off. Yep, it looks like this comes right off without anything. Alright, so the Briggs & Stratton, this is the recoil, and it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 to take this gas tank off to have access to the flywheel. So we're going to do that. Okay, so those 3 bolts are off, and I forgot there is another one on the bottom that holds the gas tank in place. So now it should theoretically just, there you go, it's loose. And we'll just let it hang there. It's connected to the carburetor. So now, to get access to the flywheel, we have the metal engine cover. Bolt there, here, and usually 2 in the front, there and there. We'll do that now. So we remove those screws that holds the metal cover, engine cover. There's another one here. Of course, it's a different screw, so you have to get a different attachment to put it on. Don't ever forget to put this back on. So you have to lift it a little and just turn it out of the way. Be careful not to have the oil leak out of the reservoir. So let's see, kind of messy here. Usually I wear gloves, but it's just didn't think I would ever need it. Didn't think I can get dirty. It's tough to do this with one hand. Alright, here we go. Let's put that aside. Okay, so here's the flywheel. And I'm inspecting it there. Oh, looks like it's completely missing the key from what I could see. You're supposed to see like, you know, like a square metal thing that's filling up that hole. See how it's like there's a small little piece in there? It's definitely a problem. Now I don't have a flywheel removal tool, which is this thing that helps you pull it up, but being that this mower looks pretty new, I'm hoping that I could just bang it a little and maybe it'll come off. I have to find a nut that fits over here that's deep enough for this thing and try to remove this flywheel up. And then eventually I'll have to get a new key to slip in there, because I'm sure the ignition is off timing, which is why this thing has such a big kick and it won't start. So I'll get to work on that and get back to you. So I didn't have a 15/16 socket. I only had a 7/8. So I just took the 7/8 and I pounded it in there to make it a 15/16. So finally did get it off. And as you can see, the ignition is off. See how the line is here? It should be lined up where that is. So there is the sheared key. This should be flipped there so that it lines up with this area here. Because the timing is off, it's not going to start. So what I have to do now is remove that sheared key that's in there and get a new one, line it up, put it back in, and we should be good. So I didn't have the key removal tool to get the flywheel off, so I just basically took a hammer and banged here lightly, and then I put a large wrench right around here and took a hammer and banged under there on each side, you know, where the thick parts are. And after about, I don't know, an hour, 40 minutes, it came off. You can see parts of that sheared key hanging there. And you see the key is sheared in half. So that was my problem. I have another key here. This is what it's supposed to look like, a square. And I'm going to slip that back in there, and then the timing should be perfect. Alright, so I've put everything back together again, including the spark plug. And the moment of truth has arrived. Let's see if all that trouble and all that work pays off. Now this is one of those easy starts, so theoretically no prime. Just hold on to the thing and pull once. Nice. Now I'm going to clean it up, put the air filter back, and sell it for like 150 bucks. See you next time.